Here it is. You date people. I'm talking about men and women. You date people, but you don't move with the level of intentionality. And now here it is. Watch this. You have no clue what you want. That's number one. You have no list. You have not become a list because you don't have a list. And now here it is. You're entertaining people and it doesn't work. Now you're like, listen, why is this not lasting no longer than 2 or 3 weeks? Or after we get physical, it seems as if there's no interest there no more because you're not moving with intention. When you're dating, I need you to move with intentionality. When you don't move with intentionality, you will get something that you think that you like, and then once you get into it and you begin to discover who it is that they are, you lose interest because you're not moving with intentionality.
Man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out.
Family, you guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires and AOS the podcast. I had to pause real fast to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast. They post everything black. I mean, everything black, right? They post the drama. They post inspiration. They post motivation. Everything black that you can get your talk on, if you will. Urban Pulse Podcast, they post about it. We're sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast, the true essence of everything black. I love them guys to life. Family, you guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. Our mission here is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. Now, you already know we've been on a 10-part series. This is part 8 to this 10-part series that we're entitling How to Prepare for Your First Date. I want to give you some clues, some gems, some things that I believe that will help you out on your dating encounter, right? Like I really want to walk you through the process. Too many of y'all, watch this, and we're going to tap on this today. Too many of y'all are dealing with people and you're not moving with intentionality as you begin to discover these people. And the dates, it's great, it's cool, right? But the connection doesn't last no longer than 2 to 3 weeks. Or a lot of y'all get into situationships, if you will, and you are dealing with the person, and soon you get physical, it seems like as if your interest goes out the door, right? And I want to attribute this to intentionality. Too many of y'all are interested in people or engaging with people, but you're not moving at a level of intentionality. Now, meaning, let me break this thing down in this episode because I really want to help some people out. I tell people all the time, don't date or don't deal with women or men just to deal with them, right? There should be an agenda. I'm not saying like a hidden agenda where you have something that you want to accomplish. No, I'm not saying moving like that. I'm talking about moving with an agenda and letting them know what that agenda is. If your agenda is to, I want to get to know you and possibly build a meaningful relationship, right? And eventually lead to marriage. That's my intentions, right? Those are my goals. And the damaging part about it is most people don't move with that level with intentionality. So what they do is they get into a relationship or they get into a situation where they're entertaining somebody, but they don't have no direction where they're going. When you don't have a direction of where you're going, watch this. You're entertain this, I entertain this, I entertain that. I entertain everything that come across my line that makes me feel as if I'm interested or makes me feel like, oh man, I got to give this person my time. And it's dangerous when you don't move with a level of intentionality, meaning you have no GPS. I don't know. Like a woman asks you, what do you want to take this relationship? I don't know. I ain't thought about it that deep. All I thought was you were cute. You had a nice figure. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. These are real men's feelings. I thought that you was cute, right? Some guys like, I just want to smash. Let's really be honest. Call a spade a spade. Some of you women are the same exact way. I saw a dude. He was handsome. Looked like he had bread. I wanted to smash. And you're not moving with the level of intentionality. You're not moving with no type of action plan, no type of plan, nothing. Like, I'm just trying to be out here and find somebody I can link up with, or find somebody that I can just, spend my time with. And that's the thing that I really want to break down in this episode. The biggest part about it is when you move, watch this, this is critical. When you move with a level of intentionality, you can then expect the person that you're entertaining to move with a level of intentionality. And when you move with a level of intentionality, you can then spot when they are not moving with a level of intentionality. That's the biggest one. Why? Because you can tell by their moves. You can tell by the watch. This is a big one. You can tell by their conversation that they're not moving with intentionality. Don't ask me just the basic questions. Let's go ahead and dive deep. And I don't want you just to talk about this thing. I want to see your actions. I want to see how your actions follow suit with the words that are coming out of your mouth. Because this is the thing. Ladies, take notes. When a man is not moving with intentionality with you, his actions will reflect that. Period. That's the biggest thing. I need to do a whole episode on that. That's the biggest thing that I like to tell people. When you're dealing with somebody and their actions is not lining up with their words, I need you to throw a flag on the play. I need you to call a timeout. Like, I need to take a break. I need to fall back. Because at the end of the day, what you're saying and what you're doing is two different things. You say that you want to build a long-term relationship with me, but I hear from you twice in a week. Or I hear from you once in a week, right? Or I hear from you every morning, but don't hear from you all day until the next morning. Like, I mean, you got to move with a level of intentionality to be like, hey, that's a problem for me. And this is the biggest thing. When you go on your first date, list your expectations up front. Don't be, too many of y'all are beating around the bush and you're scared to lay out your expectations, to lay out how you feel, to lay out what you expect, thinking that it's going to scare them away. The truth of the matter is, a person that's moving with intentionality, or a person that's really interested into you, they will not get scared and run away from you saying, these are my expectations. I'm not saying on the first date, hey, these are my expectations. No, get to know the person first. But I need you to lay those expectations out. Right? Now, I'm not saying go on a first date and say, hey, listen, my expectation is to get married. No. But you can say it subtly. Hey,
what's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life-altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job. You lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You started a business and the business started off great and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes & Noble's, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode.
I'm not dating. I'm not dating just to date. I'm not dating just to find somebody I can, we can do a little something strange every now and then. No, I'm not looking for that. Too many of y'all are beating around the bush. Like, I had a woman, she wasn't talking to me directly, but we would have a general conversation. And what she was saying was, I would rather have a man come to me and say, listen, I would love to hang with you, but my ultimate goal is just to have sex. That's it. Yes, I'll be that friend. Yes, I'll be that person. We go out and have dinner dates and we go out to the movies and we just have dates and take vacations, take trips. Cool, no problem. But my goal, my whole intentions is to have sex and not bring this relationship to a committed place. And this is what she said. She said, I can deal with you better. This is why I tell you, be you. This is why one of the episodes, one of the parts was be you. So many of y'all are trying to put on this facade. I'm a businessman, or I get money, or a woman is trying to come to the date and act like she has her life together. Now, I'm not saying you go to the date and don't have your life together. That's not what I'm saying. I tell you this from the beginning. Make sure that you're healed before you start dating. Make sure that your money is right before you start dating. This goes all and is encapsulated into moving with intentionality. When you don't move, I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. When you don't move with the level of intentionality, you'll fall for anything. That goes for the men and women. That goes for the person that's moving with intentions and the person that's not moving with intentions. If you don't move with intentions, you will fall for anything. And then when you fall for this anything, you be like, oh man, you pulled the wool over my eyes. No, they didn't. They showed you their true colors, but you wasn't moving with intentionality. You just missed all the red flags. Let's really be honest. Everybody that's dating, you see the signs. Let's do a really analytical study. You ain't got to comment on this. Just think about it in your own heart, in your own head, right? Everybody that's in a relationship now, let's say you've been in a relationship for 5 years. Let's start at 5. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right? When you first met that person, all of the issues that you're dealing with now, or majority or a good portion of the issues that you're dealing with now with this person, I guarantee you, if you look back in the beginning, you'll be like, yo, I did see those red flags, but I overlooked it. And the truth of the matter is, I'm not saying that if you don't move with intentionality, you can't build a sustainable relationship. Yes, you can. There has been many people that weren't moving with intentionality and build a sustainable relationship, right? A substance-filled relationship. I get it. I understand. You can make that happen. But I suggest that you move with a level of intentionality. Because when you move with a level of intentionality, watch this, not only do you move clear, but not only do you move in a way where it's clear to you and the other person that you're dealing with. So that way there will be no curveball. It shouldn't be no curveballs if you're telling the truth. If I'm telling the truth, say, listen, my soul plan, and ladies, don't get it twisted. And said that I want to be in a committed relationship, but he tries to have sex with you. I don't want you to get that twisted to make you think, hey, he's trying to have sex with me. He's really not trying to build a relationship. Truth be told is when you begin to, I don't care if it's not a romantic relationship. When you begin to spend a lot of time with the person, there would be some type of, I'm not going to say affection, but I will say some type of, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not smitten, but there will be some type of attraction. That's the word, attraction there, right? There's going to be something about you, whether the relationship builds into a romantic relationship or whether you guys just stay platonic and be friends. There will be something about you that they're attracted to. They may not tell you, but that's a fact. Something about you that's making me stay friends with you. So there's something about you that I'm attracted to. And it kills me because a lot of friends will say that, nah, I don't find my friend attractive. Yes, you do. If you're attracted to that sex, if you're attracted to the opposite sex, and you have a female friend and he's a male, there's going to be some things about each other that you're attracted to. That's just how it goes. So ladies, don't get in your feelings if he ain't trying to be married because he's trying to push up on me, trying to have sex. Listen, everybody is not disciplined in that area. It's difficult for some people. Some guys, it's difficult for some guys. That's a challenge for some guys. It's a real struggle. So I just wanted to insert that there. Don't think that he's not. Now there's some guys that just want to smash and they say they want to commit a relationship, but they really don't. Their actions is not showing it. But I'm saying to the guy that's showing in his actions that he wants to commit a relationship, that he's doing everything that he can do to make sure that this relationship grows, but maybe he slips up. And like, man, it's just one of those days. Just one of them days. Don't take it personal, right? Don't take it personal, especially when all of his actions are lining up. So when you move with intentionality, I'm about to be out of here. I know I'm way over my time. But when you move with a level of intentionality, there should be certain things and certain red flags that you catch on to. And when you don't catch on to those red flags, watch this. When you don't move with intentionality, you will find yourself trying to repair the very thing that you overlooked. And that's a scary place to be. Very scary. Very, very scary place to be. So how do you prepare on your first date? This episode, we're talking about move with intentionality. What is intentionality? I know what I want. I know what I need. I know what I desire, and I know what direction I want to go. Those are the 4 things that I want you to understand about moving with intentionality. Moving with intentionality is not saying, listen, I know I want a relationship. That's it. I want to be in a relationship. No. When I move with intentionality, I know that, number one, I want to be in a relationship, and I know the type of person that I want to be in a relationship with. Why? Because I have done my research. I know what is conducive for what I want in the future. That's moving with intentionality. That's that's real talk. That's moving with a level of intentionality of saying, hey, not only do I want a relationship, hey, but I want my relationship to look like this. And I need you to have that framework worked out. And I wish I would have did this when I first started dating. I want my framework to be, hey, if we get in an argument, these are our safe words where we just cut the conversation short. And we stop talking. We get out our feelings, we get out our egos, and stop it right there. When we say bet, we know that's a done deal. Like, there's nobody get the last word, bet. We both stop. So I need you to build out that framework, right? Because this is the thing. A lot of people think, hey, relationships shouldn't be that detailed. Yes, it should. Because many of you are wasting precious years of your life with people that you should just have kept as friends, or that you should have just kept as associates. I'm out of here. Listen, I hope that this episode was helpful to you. Listen, if you need a part 2, I will make a part 2. This is deep. Love you guys to life. Let go.
What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.